From Boise State Public Radio, this is The Connector. It's Idaho's Daily News. Good morning. I'm George Prentice. It is Thursday, the 17th of April, and here come today's stories. The president of a newly formed nonprofit, formed to reportedly honor an Ada County Sheriff's deputy killed in the line of duty last year, has an extensive criminal record. As James Dawson reports, the head of that nonprofit has also faced multiple accusations in recent years of refusing to pay debts.
Samuel Farrell formed the Tobin Bolter Memorial Project and Scholarship Fund with two others last month. They say it will support wounded law enforcement officers and their families. But Farrell has multiple fraud convictions in Idaho for writing bad checks and is a registered sex offender for having sex with a 14-year-old girl when he was 21. After he was released from prison on parole in 2020, several businesses filed claims against him for allegedly refusing to pay bills related to his companies. He also was sentenced to 2 days in jail for misdemeanor assault for harassing two Rent-A-Center employees in Twin Falls in 2022. Despite initially supporting it, Tobin Bolter's widow and family want the project to stop using his name. They've also resigned their board seats and are trying to get donations refunded if requested. James Dawson, Boise State Public Radio News.
And there are many more details about this exclusive story on our website, boisestatepublicradio.org. Despite threats from the Idaho Attorney General, Boise says it will not remove the pride flag flying outside Boise City Hall. Julie Lucatau reports.
House Bill 96 says governmental entities can only fly official flags on their property, which are restricted to U.S., state, city, Army branches, POW, and tribal flags. Schools can also display their own banners. On Wednesday, a spokesperson for the mayor's office confirmed they would not be removing the pride flag currently flying in front of City Hall. In a statement, the city said the law included neither definitions nor enforcement mechanisms. On Tuesday, the Attorney General sent a letter asking Mayor Lauren McLean to comply with HB 96, signed into law in April. He said her refusal created confusion and noted his office had received calls from the public for her arrest. Labrador acknowledged the code did not include criminal or civil penalties, but relied on the goodwill of elected officials for implementation. He said he talked to lawmakers who would work on adding enforcement tools next legislative session. In his own letter to the Boise mayor, Ada County Sheriff Matt Clifford said his office had received complaints on the flag display too, but it was unclear how his deputies could cite or arrest a governmental entity, as criminal statutes typically apply to a specific person. In a statement to the media, Clifford urged Idaho legislators to work closely with experts to ensure future statutes are clearly enforceable. Julie Lucatau, Boise State Public Radio News.
Big news coming out of the State Board of Education meeting late Wednesday. Lewis Clark State College is no more. Following research, outreach, and an extensive presentation yesterday before the State Board, Lewis Clark State College administrators said they've been at a disadvantage with so many potential students thinking LCSC as a community college. The institution was founded in 1893. It's been called Lewis Clark State College since 1971. And then, yesterday, this happened.
I move to approve the request by Lewis Clark State College to change the name from college to Lewis Clark State University.
All in favor of the motion say aye. Are there any opponents to the motion? Motion carries.
Congratulations.
Lewis Clark officials said there would be no change in scope at the school, just the name change. So it is no longer LCSC, it is LCSU. We are learning more details on how the nonprofit American Rivers has named the Clearwater as one of the nation's most endangered rivers. Giselle Salas reports.
This basin is the Nez Perce Clearwater National Forest, stretches almost 75 miles in length, and is home to the north, south, and middle forks of the Clearwater River. The organization says the waterway faces serious threats from dredge mining, dam building, and increased logging from a controversial new land management plan. Road construction in the area would increase sedimentation and harm fish eggs and aquatic insects, while logging in river corridors would remove shade and increase water temperature, putting cold water fish at risk. The basin is home to the threatened species Chinook salmon and steelhead. American Rivers says the Forest Service's plan is risking the health of 700 miles of rivers. Conservation groups like American Rivers, Idaho Rivers United, and American Whitewater are urging the Nez Perce Clearwater National Forest to update management plans to protect the river. Giselle Salas, Boise State Public Radio News.
And that is today's episode of The Connector. I'm George Prentice. We'll see you back here on Friday. To stay in touch with the news between now and then, check out boisestatepublicradio.org or download the free Boise State Public Radio app. And thanks for listening.